20-something years ago was the first time I worked with someone in the world of addiction recovery, and it was an alcoholic, someone who very successful individual financially, big family, happy family, all that kind of stuff, but an alcoholic nonetheless. And oftentimes, you know, and we have other videos I've done on alcoholism. The alcoholic can be very surprising. It might be the person that drinks once a month. Do you know that the biggest group of individuals in alcohol addiction, the fastest growing group, is binge drinkers? And sometimes binge drinkers only drink once a month, or once every 2 months, or once every 3 months. Isn't that wild? And they're still full-blown alcoholics. And binge drinking is anywhere from 4 drinks or more in one evening or one afternoon. So watch that, you know, because it's very tricky. A lot of times we go, oh, I only drink once a month, but if we have 4, 6, 8 drinks in that one sitting, then that's alcoholic tendencies without a doubt. However, today I wanted to talk about the families of alcoholics and addicts. And 20 years ago, when I started working with this one person, the family brought him into me, and they said, you know what, this guy, we love him and everything else. It was kind of like a mini intervention, but he really needs work. And so they put him in, shut the door. I worked with him for 30 days. He ends up becoming, and from that day forward, as far as I know, last time I contacted him was about a month ago, still sober, which is awesome, just awesome. He did a lot of work to keep that sobriety. But one of the things that I would say over time to the families, I said, you know, I really think if it's not with me that you guys work with someone else, but they kept saying, we're not the issue, we're not the issue. Hi, I'm David Essel. In all these years of working, the saddest thing to me to see is a family that is putting all of the projection and blame on the alcoholic, on the drug addict, and not looking for any role they may have played. And with that, what happens is we often see the cycle repeated. It's like any other type of distraught in a relationship. If there's ever one party saying, I had nothing to do with this, it was all their fault, that usually isn't the case. So let me share some examples with you. I've worked with high school kids where the parents drop the kid off, the kid's an addict or an alcoholic, and I see the dysfunction in the family. I see the mom and dad not communicating hardly at all. I see them blaming the child, and then all of a sudden I find out later that at home mom and dad drink quite a bit, or mom and dad get stoned on weekends, or mom and dad when this child was 14 years old, have a glass of wine at dinner. Now, it's called enabling, and it's called incorrect role modeling. I've seen other very, very wealthy families that will take their child, a young adult child, it could be 18, 20, 30, 40, and shift them from one treatment center to another. I've seen them walk in my office, and the mom and dad, I will say to the mom and dad, I really think it's important that you get into an Al-Anon group. If you guys don't drink, you don't do drugs, you're not abusing prescription drugs, you really have to go to Al-Anon, which is a co-dependency support group for families of alcoholics, or go to CODA, Co-Dependence Anonymous. Go to groups because they talk about enabling. You know, whenever you have an addict in the family, there's a darn good chance someone is enabling them to be the addict alcoholic. But in most cases, I hate to tell you this, it's sad, it's not something I'm going to say that I'm happy with. In most cases, the family wants no responsibility for their role. They want no responsibility to see how they are enabling their child, their partner, their father, their mother to continue to be the alcoholic addict. They don't want to look that for 5, 10, 15, 20 years they've looked the other way. Or they don't want to look at the fact that they started off by having drinks with their children when they really shouldn't have. You know, it's a big dilemma. It's a huge dilemma. Oftentimes in relationships, you know, the husband or the wife or the boyfriend or the girlfriend will convince their partner to come into our office and get help. And I will talk to the partner on the side and I'll say, hey, listen, I think it's really important that, if not with me, once again, through Al-Anon or CODA or another counselor, that you work to see what your role was in the addiction. Oh, no, I've never drank, I've never smoked, I've never done this, I've never done that. And so they're in denial. And this is my plea. Any family, any spouse whatsoever of anyone with a drug or an alcohol problem, please, this will blow your mind. Get in and see what your role is. I'm working with right now a young woman who's had multiple people in her family with some very serious addictions, you know, and I mean successful people with a lot of addictions type of a thing. And so she kept saying to me over and over, I really don't think I have any role. I don't have any role. But she did come in and start working. Do you know, in 6 weeks, her mind was blown wide open. And she goes, oh my God, David, I'm totally enabling my family members to carry on with these addictions. And it was really hard. She was crying. She was in tears because she didn't even know that she had a massive role. So please, just remember that. Contact me, talkdavid.com, contact someone else, get into Al-Anon, get into CODA, get into some groups where you can see how your codependency and your enabling may have fueled or helped or is continuing to help your alcoholic or addict family member or great friend stay in that addictive process. When you heal, it helps them to heal too. And don't forget also to tune into our radio show, David Essel Live, XM Satellite Radio Channel 168, or if you don't have XM, we stream live at talkdavid.com every Saturday, 6 to 9 Eastern, 3 to 6 Pacific. Okay, check it out. Lots of great topics and guests. And again, if I can help you, it's talkdavid.com. Have a great day.